10 years ago, I would have never expected to say those words, but Fartcoin looks like an interesting trade. Now, I studied financial analysis. I've got a master in financial analysis from Hong Kong. I come from the traditional finance world, but currently most opportunities seem to be in the Memecoin market, especially in the Pump.fun ecosystem. Now let's get into the details. Let's have a look at the on-chain data. Let's have a look at who's buying and selling here. I have the impression that Fartcoin is a potential bet with asymmetric returns. So we are currently at 54 cents per Fartcoin. The momentum is very bullish. We are up 52% in the last 24 hours alone, and we've seen roughly 600 more buyers than sellers. The liquidity is at 1.5 million on Solana with a market cap of 54 million. Now 54 million really isn't that large for a meme coin. The largest of all the meme coins has 20 billion of market cap, so that's a 400x from here. But let's compare this with the leading Pump.fun token. That's the one over here, Gozeus Maximus, or the GOAT token, currently at 700 million market cap. So that's a 14x from here. And so this is simply the environment we are currently in, right? All the gains are made in meme coins. This is the CoinGecko categories page, and besides the ton memes, a lot of gains are made in AI memes, in the Pump.fun ecosystem, and in memes in general. What is not performing so well? It's the technical stuff. It's zero knowledge proof, it's data availability, it's paralyzed EVMs. Nobody's interested in the technical mumbo jumbo anymore. Everybody simply just wants to get maximum gains. It's all about hitting that one home run. Now let's get back to Fartcoin. Let's have a look whether or not the numbers align. Let's figure out who's currently buying here, or if we simply just have manipulation going on. So on Twitter, Fartcoin has around 5,000 followers. On chain, we've got roughly 10,000 holders. And the nice thing about the token is that it's still mainly traded in a decentralized manner. So most trading volume happens directly on Radium. We can actually have a look at what's going on there. So let's have a look at the number of new investors over time. So on the left side, we see the number of first-time traders versus recurring traders. We did have an initial rush in the first 2 days. We are now slowing down somewhat. The last data point though, on the 24th, can be ignored because the day has just started. The number of token transactions did not go down. So what happens here? Why did the number of first-time traders now stagnate at a somewhat high level, of course, around 3,000 per day, but still it's not growing anymore. But why did the number of token transactions not go down? The answer might lie in who is currently buying. So the trading volume by small retail investors, so wallets with less than $1,000 worth of Fartcoin, that's relatively stable, around 4 to 5 million per day. The same is true for medium-sized retail, so that's now all the wallets between $1,000 and $10,000. That hovers around 10 to 12 million. But when we look at large retail, that tends to grow. So large retail is everything up to $100,000 worth of the token. That had an all-time high yesterday. Again, ignore the latest data point. Now here's the number of different wallet cohorts segregated by minimum holding thresholds. So we've got 20,000 holders on the left. That's the minimum holding for all those wallets on the left. We've got 2,400 such wallets. If we go a 10x from that, so 200,000 tokens minimum, we don't necessarily see that much more growth, but we also don't see that much profit taking, especially considering that the price is rallying that massively, right? The price is doing multiple X's in just a few days, yet the number of wallets that have up to $100,000 worth of the token only went down by maybe 2 or 3% or so. Most of those wallets did not take significant profit. And then of course we've got the mega whales that's at current prices more than $100,000 worth of the token. That went down more. So here we've got a reduction of roughly 10%. But still, given that massive rally, the sell pressure really doesn't seem to be too bad. Now let's have a look at the number of holders based on minimum US dollar holding thresholds. So we don't look at the number of tokens, we look at the money that's in the token. Here the growth is of course much more constant because the price is going up, and so more and more wallets have at least $1,000 of the token, so that's more retail, or 10,000 or 100,000 or more than 100,000. But again, it seems like large retail and the whales are carrying this rally. They have got most of the value. For example, here on the 21st of October, the whales plus large retail owned roughly 11 million of the token. Now it's 46 million, so more than a 4x. Small retail, however, only increased from 806,000 to now 1.2 million worth of holdings, so less than a 50% increase. Small retail took profit much earlier. The whales and large retail, they doubled down. They've got a lot of the token now. And so fundamentally, this is how I approach crypto. I want to be with the smart money. I want to copy trade the people that tended to do very good trades in the past. The larger a wallet is, the more likely it is that in the past they did do the right trades. The smaller a wallet is, the more likely it is that the skill isn't really there. So if the whales are buying something that small retail is selling, and if the market cap is still relatively low, then I believe we've got a potential asymmetric bet. Again, the GOAT token is 14 times as large as Fartcoin. Now I actually expect this video to not perform that well because again we are very early in Fartcoin, there isn't yet that much attention on it, but I publish videos on meme coins regularly on this channel. So the first video on GOAT on this channel was 7 days ago, before the rally started that massively. Or in case you know SPX 6900, that video was published 3 weeks ago, again before the rally. So in case you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Again, I publish videos regularly and I am publishing videos on tokens that aren't yet that popular as Fartcoin. Now how do I know about those kind of things that early, and how do I know that smart money is investing? The answer is in wallet tracking. So we are tracking various top traders and various influencers in the premium membership of this channel. So the link is down below, it's thebitcoinstrader.com. And we got 2 alerts summing up to roughly $20,000 for Fartcoin recently. And we're learning about all kinds of very interesting tokens here. For example, the Bowie token and GME. All of those alerts are very early, before the rally starts. So feel free to check it out. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like it, simply message me within the first 7 days and I'll refund you 100%. We've also got chats, of course, in Telegram, where we discuss potential opportunities, where we discuss when to buy and when to also take profit, of course. Last but not least, there's also more than 100 tutorial videos. Again, feel free to simply just binge watch this and learn how to find those very valuable wallets and how to track them and how to interpret those different signals. I am going to buy some Fartcoin after publishing of this video as well. I never buy a token beforehand to then promote it on YouTube. I always first publish the video and then afterwards buy, because I don't want to pump and dump on this audience. I try to minimize conflict of interest. I try to build as much trust as possible. I try to build systems that we can all win against the rest of the market. A like would be very much appreciated. It helps the channel grow. See you on the next video and see you, of course, also in premium. Cheers.